Today we meet Larry, a 20-year-old student at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Hear his story about his past struggles in finding himself before coming to college. See what it's like spending a day in Larry's shoes as he balances college while being a member of numerous campus groups, the McNair Scholarship Program, 2 jobs, and of course having fun along the way. It's all coming up next on this episode of In Your Shoes.
Game and Media Entertainment Developers, or better known as GAMED, is a student org that aims to create an opportunity for students to develop games and media with the help and motivation of their peers. Whether you're a programmer, artist, musician, storyteller, or you're just passionate about games, everybody has something to bring to GAMED. GAMED meets at 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights in McGraw Hall, room 127. Check out our Facebook group at UW-Whitewater GAMED.
Before my father even says a word.
Media activism may see lower commitment levels. It has global and instantaneous reach.
The message that we can get from this roll of duct tape is that utility really is everything.
And we're back with more In Your Shoes. Today we meet Larry.
Came in Whitewater. I was currently the president of Upward Bound, UW Upward Bound program in 2010, and I graduated in 2011 from Milwaukee Vincent High School with honors. And I was the top 10% of my graduating class. And I won like 19,000 in scholarships from that day. And it was just a great experience. But that's how I learned about UW-Whitewater from the Upward Bound program. Like I came here 2 years before the summer and spent 6 weeks here on campus getting familiar with the different buildings on campus, the programs that they have for minorities and people of underrepresented groups. So that kind of helped me get my foot in the door at UW-Whitewater.
Larry wasn't always the scholar he is today. Before the Upward Bound program, he was a troubled kid on the streets.
While being in high school, I used to run the streets. I used to call myself a vice lord, be affiliated with that gang, just smoking and drinking, doing bad things, shooting dice and stuff like that. I remember being in middle school and almost getting CO'd in middle school for a gang-affiliated activity. We jumped on a guy, kind of. Actually, that guy is currently my friend right now. That's kind of weird, but Yeah, and I was just fornicating in school, and fornicating outside of school at the age like 13 or 14. I want to say I lost my virginity somewhere around that age.
Larry credits the Upward Bound program as being a big part of the reason why he made the change from the troubled kid of his past to the gentleman he is today. The Upward Bound program is geared towards minorities and underrepresented groups of students interested in pursuing higher education. Larry says that he wanted a change because in his heart he knew the life he lived wasn't the life for him. Another credit Larry gives for his big change is the big man himself.
And I started going to church and God just gave me new understanding on life. I tell my friends all the time, I'm the same person, I just do things different. You know what I'm saying? And just how I look on things now the way that my mind is, how I look at things is different from how I used to look on things. So I'm not as receptive to some things as far as hanging out. I'm able to say, no thank you, I'm fine. And know that I'm still who I am and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like a punk or something because I decide not to drink or smoke or something like that.
Since Larry has found the Lord, he says that his life has changed so much for the better. His perspective on what is important in life has completely changed, even with as simple as who he considers to be a role model.
My mentor is Elder Fitzpatrick. I met him at St. Charles when I was attending St. Charles in Milwaukee. He invited me to church one day. I was planning on, I actually got in a fight, and he said that he can tell that was the real me. And I looked at him like, what you mean that's not the real me? And I guess he seen something in me that I didn't see in myself at the time, which I feel like is great. I really do, from that experience, I do believe that real friends do exist. And the real friends are the ones that probably can see your potential even when you can't see it at the time.
Coming up next, Larry shows us what life is like for him on a daily basis. We take you inside Larry's life as he balances his campus involvement, his studies, and sports. It's all coming up next on In Your Shoes. We'll be right back.
When you have too much homework, you get ticked off. When you get ticked off, you go work out. When you go work out, you feel the power. When you feel the power, you dress as Spider-Man. When you dress as Spider-Man, you spend time on top of buildings. When you spend time on top of buildings, you fall off of buildings. Don't fall off of buildings. Visit the UC for bowling, movies, food, and entertainment any day of the week.
Here at UW-Whitewater Intramural Sports, we have a motto: a sport for everyone and everyone in a sport.
Come on!
That's it anyways. Oh, she got that off. They're going to count it.
Had a blast. Always have fun at intramurals.
Every day we strive to go above and beyond that goal by providing healthy exercise, promoting leisure education, and giving students that competitive atmosphere they are looking for.
Yes! Yes!
It's exciting. Brings me back to those high school days with Friday Night Lights.
With our 25 different intramural sports offered, we guarantee that we have a sport for you. Go to our website and find your sport today.
Game and Media Entertainment Developers, or better known as GAMED, is a student org that aims to create an opportunity for students to develop games and media with the help and motivation of their peers. Whether you're a programmer, artist, musician, storyteller, or you're just passionate about games, everybody has something to bring to GAMED. GAMED meets at 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights in McGraw Hall, room 127. Check out our Facebook group at UW-Whitewater GAMED.
And we're back with more In Your Shoes. Larry tells us what it's like to live a day in his shoes.
Usually on Mondays, I wake up about 7 o'clock. After 7 o'clock, I go ahead, shower and stuff, take the man upstairs, hit my knees, and then I get ready for my biology class, which starts at 9:55 until 10:45.
Larry takes his studies very seriously, as he has big goals for his future career.
I'm a chemistry major with a business minor. My ultimate goal is to be a pharmacist. As of right now, I want to be a pharmacist working in the medical field. I feel like the medical field is just very, very prosperous right now, and I would love to contribute to that right now. My ultimate goal is to be able to study cancer and to see if we can kind of create a drug that will help to end cancer as far as like besides radiation and stuff that's currently out right now. That's my ultimate goal, is to be a pharmacist.
Larry's favorite class involves two of his favorite things, which are music and praising God.
And my favorite class, most of all, is gospel choir. It's Thursday at 6 to 8:30 every week. I just look for that class every week after a hard week. Just Thursday nights, I look forward to going to gospel choir and singing praises.
Larry's gospel choir instructors are brother and sister Stanley. He loves their passion for praising God through music. Another organization Larry is involved in is Black Student Union, or BSU.
I came to BSU, I joined BSU in 2011, my first year here on campus. Currently the president at the time was Larry D. West III. He was also my team leader for the Upper Bound program, so I had a chance to meet him and we had nice talks and stuff, and he invited me to the BSU program here on campus. And from BSU, I just love the support from other African Americans there and what they're doing on campus, and that just gives me encouragement to do whatever I want to do on campus as far as being involved with different groups.
The purpose of BSU is to promote activities of common interest, as well as cultural and educational benefits for the African American student body. The organization has won many awards in the past years. Another favorite hobby of Larry's is sports.
Since high school, I just had a passion for track, overall fitness in general. Usually about 3 times a week, I come to the gym and run about a mile or 2. And still work on my jumping. I can jump over this, and that's why I love track.
I asked Larry if he could go back in time and tell his old self something. What would it be?
Okay, I would tell myself that it's important to know who you are. I would say that the people that's in your life, that's meant to be in your life, they will stay in your life, and it's important to not compromise who you are in order to gain friends or to be affiliated with a certain group or organization, and that from being yourself, that you will truly be happy. And I feel like that's the most important in anybody's life. Not the money, not the cars, not the clothes. As long as a person is happy in life, whatever that means to them.
This has been another episode of In Your Shoes. Today we learned a lot about Larry, his schoolwork, his career dreams, his campus involvement, his love for God, and what he likes to do for fun. Larry taught us that it doesn't matter what you did wrong in your past, as long as you use that as a lesson to create a better future for yourself. Remember, the only way to truly understand someone else's life is to live a day in their shoes.